channel for another video. Today is Friday and I thought we'd do a get ready with me and do some little chit chat. And yeah, so if you want to see that, then hang on because we're going to get to it in just a second. But if you're new, welcome. If returning, welcome back. So glad that you're here. All right, so let's get into this, shall we? I've put on my skincare and I've done my eye primer and that's all I've done so far. So this is going to be a long video. So, you know, you might want to get a snack or some coffee or whatever you drink and a snack and just kind of sit back and chill and relax and enjoy. I don't know. Okay. All right. So what did I do? For my eye primer today, I used my Gerard Cosmetics. What do they call this? Eye base. And I'm using the white. I've never used this, so I've had it for a while and I've never actually used it. So I thought I would try it out. Why not? So that was my base for today that I'm using. And for my, we're going to do eyes first and then we'll do the rest of the face. So today I thought I would use my Nomad Cosmetics Hudson Valley. This was the palette that came out, last fall. I wanted to kind of compare this with what I thought about the new one that just came out that I used in my Throwback Thursday video. And look at this one. I mean, this one definitely screams fall, 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 right? So I want to use this palette, but let's look at it. Let's just compare the two, shall we? So this is the new one that came out, the Fuji 5 Legs, which don't get me wrong, this is a pretty palette. I do like it. This is this year's and this is this fall for 2024 and this is 2023 fall. I mean, they're both very pretty, right? And it all depends on your preference on which one you like the best. So we're going to use this one today. Yeah. All right, so let's just get with this, shall we? The first thing I'm going to go into is called Ghost Tour, this light brown here. I'm going to put that in my transition. So, how are you guys doing today? I'm doing okay. Can't complain. Lots of things going on, but you know, that's just life, right? That's just life. But see, it goes on a little darker than what it looks like in the pan. Just kind of put that there. And my eye's gonna water. Of course it's gonna water. Why not? Okay, a little bit more here. Okay, all right, do the other side. So yeah, I don't know. You know, I don't know how you guys are, but I always have tons of things going on in my mind that I'm thinking about it. I think about multiple things at one time, it seems like sometimes. But yeah, one of the things that I've been thinking about a lot about lately is the YouTube community. You know, before I started doing a YouTube channel and doing videos, you know, I had makeup. I mean, I wore my skincare. I had my routine, my skincare that I wore all the time that I bought. And I didn't change it because it worked. I had maybe a couple of eyeshadow palettes, a couple of blushes. I had a foundation that I used, a powder that I used, the same ones, of course. You know, and I'd have a couple of lip glosses and a couple of lipsticks. And that was it. That's all I had. Okay, now let's go into, you know what I think? Hold on one second. I'll find a different brush. But anyway, so, you know, I've thought about this and I thought, you know, so then when I started doing a YouTube channel, well, what did I do? I started collecting eyeshadow palettes. And I mean, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 drawers filled of just eyeshadow palettes. You know, you can't use them all at one time. What the heck? All right, I'm going to go into this Farm to Table, this darker brown here. I'm gonna go into my outer corner. But anyway, I fell into that trap of, oh, I gotta have it, gotta have it. I've got a YouTube channel. I've got to have that. Gotta have it, you know. So yeah, so I've accumulated a lot. And I've accumulated more in just the last couple months, right? I don't know. But, so yeah, you know, it just kind of, I don't know, snowballed, so to speak, right? It just kind of snowballed. You know, I see people now, I mean, I've thought about this long and hard, and, you know, why? I mean, okay, this last year's Nomad fall palette is beautiful. Well, why did I need this year's? I mean, it's pretty too, don't get me wrong, because all other YouTubers were getting it and they review, you know, using it, doing, I can't even talk, reviewing it and stuff, and oh, I need to do that, I need to do that. Yeah, well, you know, no, I don't. I did, but I don't need to, because this palette is just as pretty as the new one that's out, right? You know, you always think as a, I don't know about some content, but you know, you think, oh, you need it. You need the latest things that have come out because you've got a channel and you just need it for your channel. Or at least that was always been my thinking, right? Which is a wrong thinking. It's wrong. I shouldn't do that, right? I don't know where I'm going with it. I've lost my train of thought. So anyway, I mean, you see, you know, I mean, if you have a big following, a lot of subscribers, you know, thousands of, a few thousand or more subscribers, buying those palettes, I'm going to talk about eyeshadow palettes mostly because that's what I have the majority of that I seem to keep buying. Then I can see maybe doing that because, you know, you are probably getting some money, not a lot, but you're probably getting, you know, some to supplement getting those palettes, right? But, you know, what I don't understand, and, you know, and I'm guilty of it myself, is these people that just, these YouTubers that just, okay, well, this is a new palette, I'm going to get this, I want to get it. Yeah, I mean, I can't keep doing that. I can't do it anymore. You know, like I said before, the palettes that some palettes I've gotten, I'd already ordered, and that's when I started thinking, what am I doing, right? What am I doing? So anyway, evidently I can't put makeup on and talk at the same time. But, you know, so I don't need necessarily to buy every new palette that comes out. There's no need for it. That's just ridiculous. But there are some people that use it, I mean, it's a way of coping, or it's a way of, it makes you happy at the time. Well, okay. I don't know about them, but I have bills to pay. I have bills to pay. And I'm not talking about anybody in particular. I'm just saying in general. I have bills that I have to pay every month. You know, I have utilities. I have groceries. You know, my husband has gas bills, you know, for his, because his job, you know, he's always traveling around, and you know, and I want money to be able to go on vacations with my family and to do fun things and not spend all my money on makeup. So I don't know if that makes any sense. You know, so I don't know. I mean, if they've got the money to spend it, more power to them. I don't. The money I'm spending on makeup, I could be spending on time with my family, if that makes any sense. Doing things with my family more. I mean, my husband doesn't mind me doing a YouTube channel because he knows I love makeup and I love doing it. But he did point out to me, he said, why do you need all those eyeshadow palettes? He said, I can see getting some, but all of them? And he's right, I don't need all of them. I wanted them, but I don't need them. And I will admit, since my daddy passed away, I have bought a lot of eyeshadow palettes that just sit there. Some of them I've never even used because it was a way of taking my mind off of my heartbreak, or at least that's what I thought, right? But it doesn't really do that. Go back into that ghost town. Just a smaller brush for that. you know, it doesn't really, I mean, it doesn't really take your mind off of it. It does maybe for just that little bitty brief moment when you're, I gotta find a brush, when you're doing it, but then as soon as you order it, yeah. So I don't know. I just feel like for me, I want to be more intentional about what I spend my money on for my channel. I want to be more intentional with it, right? And I don't feel like I've been doing that at all. And I've come to that realization over the last few months. And I think I have mentioned in a video about, you know, about that of just, you know, being more intentional with my money. Being more intentional with what I'm doing. Okay, that's not bad. That's not bad. Let's see, what do we want to do now? I have green on today, but you know, I think I will use green. I think I will use some green. I think I'm gonna go into this farmer's market here. I'm gonna put that on my lid. So that's what the conclusion that I've come to. I need to be more intentional with my spending, with what I spend on my makeup. You know, I don't know. Does that make any sense? None of that may not have made any sense whatsoever in anything I just said. I'm just gonna kind of put that on my lid. But yeah, I mean, I see in the beauty community, because I mean, I watch other things besides that, but you know, I like to watch videos. I like to watch people's empties. I like to watch videos on their current, what they use for AM skincare, PM skincare, what's currently working for them, what's not working for them, what they recommend, what they wouldn't recommend. Yeah, and I know you've got to buy things and you got to review them to an extent, but eyeshadow palettes, we don't need all of them, or I don't. I mean, maybe you do. I don't know. You do, I guess. But I know that I do not need all of them. I just want them, but I don't need them. So I think for me, going forward in my YouTube journey, whatever you want to call it, I'm going to be more intentional about what I spend my money on for my channel. You know, I mean, one of the questions I'm going to ask myself is this something that I really want and that I really will use? Or am I just getting it because it's the latest thing out and everybody else is getting it? You know, I mean, that's one of the biggest questions I'm going to be asking myself from now on. Okay. You know, and people, if you have a lot of money or you have the money to spend on those palettes and that's something you want to do, go for it. You know, I mean, I'm not telling anybody that they're wrong in what they do. I'm just saying for me, oh, I did first tell you, I'm using this corn maze. I'm going to put that on my lid now. This might not be a good idea. But, you know, I'm not saying these people are wrong in doing it. I mean, I've done it myself. That's what I've been doing, right? I'm just saying for me, myself, and my YouTube channel, it's not working. You know, when you spend $70 for a palette, really, why did I spend that? Am I going to use it? How many times have I used that palette that I spent $70 on, that I spent $60 on, that I spent $50 on? One time, when I first got it and did a video with it, and I haven't touched it since then. Okay, that's not bad. All right, let's do the other eye. You know, I mean, I don't know. For me, that's how I'm going to do it, right? But, yeah. Got too much there. Oh, Okay, got too much. Let's see, where's my, here we go. Back some of that, what is that one? Farm to Table. Some of that back, took away too much of it. All right. Okay. Not bad. A lot of green though, I will admit. Let's see what I want to do now. Go back into that, what is that, Ghost Tour? Back into that. Okay, we're gonna leave the eyes there for right at the moment, and we're gonna go on to the face. So for a primer, you know what? This is gonna be a long video, so maybe I will, no, I don't know. Anyway, for my primer today, I'm gonna use from First Aid Beauty, the Hello Fab Coconut Skin Smoothie Primer Moisturizer safe for sensitive skin. I got this from Jennifer Steps, from Miss Jeannie. I'll link her channel in the description below. She sent me some friend mail, I think it was last year, and this was one of the things that she sent. She's so sweet. If you don't know who she is, you need to go watch her. She's really a sweet person. She's had a lot going on in her life in the last few months. A lot to deal with, but she's so sweet. I love her to death. She does a lot of shopping hauls. She does a lot of get ready with me's. She just does a little bit of everything, I think. All right. Now for the under eyes, I'm going to use, what did I do with that? Okay, I've lost it. Oh, there it is. It was a snake that bit me. I'm going to use my e.l.f. Putty Color Correcting Eye Brightener. I think that's the lightest color they have. I'm going to use that underneath my eyes. But yeah, so I think for me, from I would say this day forward, I am going to be more intentional about what I purchase, especially when it comes to eyeshadow palettes, right? I don't need every eyeshadow palette that comes out. I don't even have 1,000 subscribers, right? So yeah, I don't have 1,000 subscribers. I'm not monetized. I pay for everything out of my own pocket. I don't get any PR. And yeah, I want that money, you know, I want to do things on my channel. Don't get me wrong, but no, that's just too much money. I'm putting out, when I sit down and look at my spreadsheet of what I put out each month, it's too much. It's stupid, really. I mean, it's just stupid. It doesn't make any sense whatsoever. Okay. Okay. Ooh, I don't use this primer very often, but it has got some glow to it, that's for sure. It got some glow. What does it say about it? No. All right, and then for my foundation today, I'm going to use this from, I don't know what, Misham Perfect Cover BB Cream. This is in number 13, Bright Beige. I don't use this very often, and I do need to use it because I don't need to let it go to waste. So we're going to use this today. Just going to dot that on. So I don't know. What do you think, guys? Do you think that, what do you think about it? What I was talking about, you know, spending all the, you know, all these eyeshadow palettes, the latest and the greatest. I mean, in reality, I could have done without the Nomad Fuji 5 Lakes palette, because I have this Nomad Hudson Valley, and it's a beautiful fall palette. How many fall palettes do I need? Not every one that comes out. I thought I did, but I don't, right? I mean, yeah, I don't know. You know, and another thing I used to obsess about is, oh, I've got to get 1,000 subscribers. I've got to get 1,000 subscribers so I can get monetized. Got to get 1,000 subscribers. Come on now, come on. And I lost sight of why I started doing this. Why did I start doing this channel? Well, my boys were, I homeschooled my kids, and they were done with school. They were grown. They're, you know, doing their own thing. My youngest got married, and I had nothing to do. And then I started back working, and I worked for a long time until I injured my right hamstring. I ripped my, on my right leg, my hamstring from the knee all the way up to the booty butt. And I did a stage 2 tear, which is, if I ever went to a 3, I would have had to have surgery. And so I had to take time off from work because of that, for that to heal, which took about 5 months for it to actually heal. And during that time, you know, the pandemic, the C word came along, and things were closed down, and yeah. And so I ended up resigning my position, which was a good position that I had. I mean, it was in management and nursing, but I ended up having to resign it because I couldn't go, and I tried to work with it, but it was just getting worse. So when it went from a grade 1 to a grade 2, I was like, nope, I can't do this. I got to stay home and take care of, I've got to nurse this back, or I'm going to end up having surgery and a lot more debt and a lot more pain. And I just never went back to work. For reasons, I mean, because my osteoarthritis has gotten really bad, especially my knees and my fingers, but for other reasons too. And so I just haven't gone back to work. And so I thought I needed an outlet, and I started watching YouTube when I couldn't do anything else because I couldn't hardly walk. I was on crutches, couldn't do anything with my leg. Excuse me. I started watching YouTube, and I started watching all these beauty videos, and I thought, you know, I can do that. That would give me something to do, right? An outlet, because I can't work anymore. So let me do that. So that's why I started doing my channel, because I thought it was fun and fun to do makeup. And then I got all caught up in this, got to get those subscribers, got to get those subscribers, need 1,000 subscribers. And it stressed me out. And then when my daddy passed away, it's 2 years ago now, my life fell apart. I mean, I'm just going to be honest. It fell apart. Totally fell apart. My daddy, and I were very close. And I was always a daddy's girl, right? He took up for me with my mom. But my mom was mean to me. She still is sometimes. But anyway, so my daddy was my protector. And he was always there, even as an adult, no matter what I needed. If I needed something, he was there. He and I, we did things together. Christmas was our thing. We decorated, we baked, we did all kinds of things, right? And when he passed away, my life, I don't know, it just fell apart. That's all I know to say. It just fell apart. And it has taken me 2 years now to just say, to be okay. That makes any sense. Now, don't get me wrong. I still have days. I mean, I miss him every day, and I think of him every day. And a part of my heart is always going to be broken, right? So anyway, during that time, I just bought all kinds of, that's probably when I got the majority of those eyeshadow palettes, probably. But you know, I don't know. I just did what I did. All right. I'm not going to put on a bronzer today, but I am going to, let's see here. So yeah, so, you know, I've just had a lot going on in my life, and a lot of stress, and yeah, it was just, that's, anyway. So anyway, to get back to what I was trying to say, YouTube was my fun thing. I enjoyed it. I had a lot of fun doing it. It was fun for me, right? Okay, hold on a minute, guys. Okay, I had to get a brush for I'm gonna use this ColourPop Brute Flute, or ColourPop Super Shock Cheek. Brute Flute is the color. I'm gonna use that. I like to use this one in the fall. I have other ones that I like, but I would like to get this one used up. I've had this one a long time. It's not dried out. But anyway, so I want it to be fun. I don't want it to be a chore. I don't want it to be like, oh, I've got to spend this amount of money. Oh, I need to get subs. I need to do this. I need to do that. It's not going to happen. If I can't, my problem was it got to be so much of that it just wasn't fun. So I'm like, I'm going to quit doing this. I'm not doing this anymore. It's just not fun. So I stopped doing it for a while. And then my husband was like, why did you stop doing it? And I'm telling him, he said, do it for fun. And so I started back doing it, and it was fun for a while. And then I got back into that same habit. Purchase, got to get those subscribers. If I purchase this video, blah, blah, blah. If I purchase this and do this, blah, blah, blah. Just whatever. And yeah. So now I've come to the conclusion. I do this because I love to do it. I think it's fun. It's an outlet for me. It gets me to put makeup on because honestly, with being home most of the time, if I didn't do a video, I probably wouldn't even put makeup on. So, it helps me in that respect, if you know what I'm saying. So, yeah. So, I do it. Yeah, I just do it for that reason. All right. So, that's what I'm going back to doing, is just doing it for fun. If I get subscribers, that's fine. I have some loyal subscribers, and I want to enjoy my videos again. I want to enjoy doing what I do again. Where is my brush? I just saw it. Where is it? Guys, I think I'm losing my mind. That's what I think. No, I'm not. I'm just kidding. Oh, no, that's not it either. Well, I guess I'll just use this. I'm gonna take some of this Jaclyn under eye brightening powder and brightening lilac. I'm gonna use a little bit of that. I don't use it very often, but I think I'm gonna. I didn't use. Oh, wait a minute. I'm getting ahead of myself. I can't talk and do video and do makeup at the same time, I guess. Let's do some contour. I forgot about it. I'm gonna use this Anastasia contour, and I cannot color 2. I don't know. I got this in an Ipsy. I don't use it very often, but I thought we'd use it today. Okay. So, I'm gonna kind of, but yeah, so that is my little thing about, yeah, on my mind. That's what's been on my mind here lately. Of course, I have other things on my mind, but I think as women, we tend to think about a lot of things all at one time, and we get stressed out. Yeah, I mean, maybe I'm wrong. Tell me if I'm wrong, but I don't think I am on that. All right, let's see here. Let's kind of... things in perspective there. Okay, now I'm going to go in with a little bit of this lilac powder. I'm not very good at this with the under eye powder. I don't usually use it that often because I'm not good at it, but we're going to use it today. All right. So yeah. So on to other things. What do you guys have planned for the weekend? Today is Friday. We have a lot of projects around here that we're going to try to, some little projects that have been started that haven't been finished, some small projects that need to be done. So that is going to be our weekend. Oh, and then Monday is Labor Day, right? So that's going to be our holiday, our weekend, and our 3-day weekend. We're going to get some stuff done around here that has needed to be done, and it's time to do it, right? So yeah, that's what we're going to be doing. And of course, I'll do groceries in the morning, grocery pickup, or my husband will. I can't really go into the stores at the moment. Okay. Now I'm going to put on some powder. I think, or is it? Hold on just a second. I'm trying to decide. I think I was going to use what I always use on camera is the Flower Beauty Miracle Grow Satin Finish, but I think I'm going to use my Bare Minerals Original Mineral Veil in Sheer Light today. I think I'm going to use that for a setting powder. Gloria. Hold on again. I get it in a minute. Too close. So that's what we're going to do this weekend. And then on Monday, my husband, we're going to do a little fish fry with just my husband, myself, my boys, and my daughter-in-law. They've been wanting some fish, and I don't know I don't care for fried catfish, but they do. So that's what they requested. So that's what we're gonna do. That's what we're gonna do. Okay. All right. Now we need to finish up. Let's do something with my eyeballs. I've got a highlighter. I need to do something under there. I don't know what. Okay, right now let's do the eyebrows, shall we? Let's just do the eyebrows. That's what I'm thinking. I'm going to use the Anastasia Brow Definer in Taupe. I'm going to use that. I got to use the... What am I doing? Okay. So just use some of this. I don't do very well. I'm not good with eyebrows. I don't do that big eyebrow thing. I just kind of can't see. Just kind of fill in a little bit. Just kind of, I don't know, guys. I just put it on. I don't know. I probably don't even do it right. All right. Then I'm going to kind of take the spoolie ends right here. Just kind of brush them up a little bit. I did read that if these spoolies, you have to be really careful because you can break off your eyebrows. Break the hairs off. So I try to use it sparingly. All right, now I'm going to take my, what is this? My Benefit Fluff Up Brow Wax. I'm going to put some of that on. I know some people like draw in more eyebrows, or I don't do that. I don't know how to do it. I've tried it and it looks stupid looking when I do it. So I just don't do it. This is all I do. That's all I do. All right, now we're gonna use some mascara. And I really am liking this KVD full sleeve Chibi mascara. I like that. But I think today I'm going to put on my L'Oreal Voluminous Eyelash Primer first. So yeah, so what do y'all have planned for this holiday weekend? When my boys were younger, we used to go camping, but yeah, we're not doing that this year. And then when they got a little bit older, we would spend the holidays with my mom and dad, or with my daddy and my mom. Yeah, we're just staying home this year. That's what we've done in the last couple of years. I think this was about empty. It's about time to put it in the empties box and open up another one, because I think it's just about empty. It'll work for today though. Okay, now let's put this KBD full sleeve tubby mascara on, which I'm really liking actually. And this is the spoolie. I actually am really liking this. I have thought about buying, I found some eyelash serum. I've thought about getting that because before I had hysterectomy, I used to have some really long, pretty eyelashes. But since my hysterectomy, not so much anymore, right? Anyway, and I have been very reluctant to get any because I do have sensitive eyes, for one thing. And they're very sensitive, actually. And I didn't want it, it can damage, I didn't want it to discolor my eyes or, you know, blah, 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 all that stuff. Well, I did some research and I found that it's the prostaglandins that a lot of these eyelash serums have in it that causes the eye irritation. And what in the world? And that, to get a prostaglandin-free eyelash primer. I did find one on Amazon, or not on Amazon, on Ulta, but I haven't bought it because I don't know that I really want, if I'm going to or not. But it's, I think, like $48. You know, I don't really want to spend $48 on it, so I probably won't buy it. Even though I did all this research, but I probably end up not getting it. Okay, all right. And now what do I want to do now? Do something for under the brow, but there's not a color in this one that I want to use, so hold on a second. I'm going to take my Tarte Rainforest of the Sea Volume 3, and I'm going to use, what color is that? Treasure, this color right here. I'm going to put a little bit of that under my brow. So, yeah. Well, I'm going to find a brush in a minute that I want to use. I got a bunch of brushes over there, but I don't want to get back. Let's just use this one. Let's just use this. You know what? No, let's use this one. All right, so I'll put some of that under the brow area. Yeah, see, that makes a world of difference. A world of difference. You know, and another thing that you hear, oh, well, if you're a certain age, you know, I'm 59 years old and I'm getting ready to have a big milestone birthday at the end of November. Yes, I am. But you hear, oh, well, you should be wearing shimmers, you blah, blah, blah. I don't care. I don't care. I'm going to wear what I want to wear, what I like, what makes me happy. And it makes me happy. So I wear my shimmers. I like that. I like that a lot, actually. I think that looks good. Okay. What do you think? What do you think? Eyeliner. I forgot to put an eyeliner on. I did forget that. I've already got my mascara on. I'm not going to put one on today. I'm going to skip the eyeliner for today, I think. I don't know. Let's see here. Let me look here. Let me look. You know what? I think, though, that I'm going to take this, change my mind, mountain hike, this green here. I'm gonna put that under my lashes. On the lower lash line. Yes, we are. Yes, we are. Let's just take that. I think I am gonna try that. Hopefully I don't smear my mascara. I smeared it just a little bit, but that's okay. There, I like that. Let's go ahead and put it on the top too. Now, of course, this eye, for some reason, wants to water like the dickens. I don't know why. Waits until I get on camera, and then it's want to film, and then here it goes. Let's see here. Not a lot, just a little bit. Just a little bit, just a little bit. Okay. All right. Then for the inner corner, I'm also going to take that same out of my Tarte palette that I put on my brow. Under the brow, I'm going to use that same Heaven. I'm going to do my inner corner with that. I think I'm just going to try it with my finger. Oh yeah, that made a mess. Okay, that's not going to work for me. Okay, I know some people do that. I can't do it. Probably because my fingers are too fat. So let's just use this little pencil brush here. Okay. All right. Now, I just need a lippy, right? A highlighter. I need some highlight. I'm gonna use this Ofra Rodeo Drive highlighter. I think I'll use a little bit of that today. I need a brush. I think I'll use this brush. Just put a little bit of this on. Just a little bit, just a little bit. All right, that works. Now, for a lippy, I'm gonna use, I got in my BoxyCharm, Ipsy by BoxyCharm this month, the Buxom Plump Shot Lippy in the color Exposed. I think I'm just gonna use some of that today. All right, and voila, this is the finished look. Let me know in the comments down below what you think. I swattered at the store. All right, I think it came out really pretty, despite all my yakking and getting being distracted. Not bad at all. All right, let me know in the comments what you think. And Don't forget to give the video a thumbs up if you don't mind. It really helps the channel, and share with friends. And if you've stayed with me this far for all my ramblings, yeah, then leave me, let's see, leave me a red leaf. Leave me a red leaf at the end in the comments below if you've stuck with me all the way to the end. All right, guys, until we meet again, take care and have a beautiful, wonderful weekend. Bye-bye.